Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, the NRL Round 5 review. How are we today, fellas?
Couldn't wait, eh?
I couldn't
wait.
My skin is itching.
I couldn't wait.
I want to record this because we're 5-time. 5-0, baby. 5-0. Never thought I'd see the day. Moi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
That's good.
Just waiting for you to get over your little rant.
Yeah.
I don't like how this podcast is turning into a complete Bulldogs podcast, so that's not going to be here.
Just
next
one
episode.
jersey, bro.
Yeah, it's not going to be here next episode. The Instagram's turning very Bulldogs influential.
Yeah, that's me.
We're going to have to cut that down a bit too. It's a podcast. It's not a Bulldogs cast.
If you aren't following, go follow the Instagram.
Yes.
Found in the description below.
Yes, and watch the podcast.
Yes, that's
If
right.
you like the jersey. If you don't, then don't watch it.
And if you like the Bulldogs.
No, if you support anyone. We don't just talk about the Bulldogs.
No, we don't?
No.
Okay.
But we do.
It feels that way.
Well, we're excited.
I know it's nice. It's great for you guys. But
We're excited. Like I said, it hasn't happened in a long time. I think it's the 5th time in our history that we've gone 5-0 to start a season. So,
when was the last 2024? I think.
2014.
2014. Sorry. That's what I heard the commentator say after your win.
Yes, 2014 was the last time we done it, but it's happened 4 times before this year.
Interesting stat. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Do you want to wait till the game or do you want to say it now?
Interesting stat right now if you want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Last three teams that went 4-0. Was it 5-0 or 4-0? What are we?
I don't know.
I can't keep
know the
You're
stat.
5-0.
5-0.
Oh, that's what
Went to the grand final.
they didn't win it, but
Oh no, Panthers one of them.
they just got to the grand final though.
Yeah, bro. Relax.
Well, no, sure he wants to win it from now.
Yeah, it's good enough. Like,
It
what?
is, yeah, but still, for there, I want to win it.
Yeah, we all do.
I hope so. God, I hope so. Because I really do feel like the world's going to end very soon. So,
Oh shit!
just the way everything's panning out.
Yeah, true. If we make it to the grand final, it's definitely ending.
Yeah, true. But I just want to win it.
Yeah, I hope if the world is going to end, hopefully it's like the day before the grand final if the Bulldogs are in it.
Imagine it ends at like 79 minutes and we're winning.
That would be nice.
That'd be right.
At least I don't have to. Say.
Belmore's going to be in heaven.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably in hell.
Yeah. Anywho,
We're a rowdy bunch. Anyway, let's get into the round. Did I already ask you how you are? Yeah, I did. All right.
didn't ask you about
no one
one
did.
of them.
Can you
Ah,
say
he's-
that?
well, he's both on a rant, so clearly he's both good anyway.
Yeah.
I'm fantastic. Amazing. Great. All of the
We love.
adjectives.
All of the adjectives.
Is that what it
You
is?
know what an adjective is, Carl?
Yeah.
What is it?
Describing word.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
okay, crack it. I got
Put
it
him
right.
on the spot.
No, it's good. At least your English is coming back to you.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
Oh, like for me, I forgot half.
Oh,
of
as
it.
in like English,
yeah,
English,
Yeah, like
school
he's still
English.
holding it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anyway, let's get into it. Round kicked off with the Raiders taking on the Sharks. Had a cough.
He does every episode.
All right, bro, I've been sick for like a month. Like, it will go and then come back, go and come back. This weather's crazy.
Unhealthy.
Raiders defeating the Sharks 24-20. Both of you boys called it. I didn't. And wow, what a game this was. I said this could be a ball fest on the podcast last week. This was anything but. All right, the game started. Matty Nicholson, who's had a crazy start to his NRL career, he scored in the 4th minute. Then Marwan Herodi, he scored in the 8th minute.
What am I?
His name is Muin. He scored in the 8th minute. And then Hudson Young, who had... What a performance by Hudson Young. He scored in the 22nd minute. Brenton Nakora equalled it up at 25th minute. Hudson Young then scored his second in the 31st. Nakora scored his second in the 38th. We went into halftime at 18-all. And in the 78th minute with one of the craziest buzzer beaters in NRL history.
Yeah, it was nice.
Sebastian Chris scores.
It's up there.
Fantastic. It was unbelievable, right?
Off the back of Hudson Young hard
Hudson
work.
Young, yeah, and he went through so many sets of hands. A kick was in there. It was beautiful,
Little
right?
grabber.
Yeah, and it bounced from absolute hell for the Sharks.
Literally.
78th minute, Sebastian Chris scoring the winner. What a game. What a game.
It was almost a bounce from hell for both teams, to be fair.
It was, yeah.
What a
'cause
weird bounce
it
was.
bounced way too far back, but the Sharks chasers were there.
Yeah,
I mean, the
Raiders.
Raiders chasers were there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's honestly one word. Wow.
Crazy.
You know,
What
the
an
first
ending.
4 tries were all the second rows on the field had scored in that point.
Yeah, it was. It was literally a battle of speed and tempo. I feel like with this game, the tempo was just so high paced from the start. But man,
Well, to me, the score doesn't reflect the game. I feel like the Raiders were always on top.
yeah,
For me, like the Sharks showed nothing brilliant. It was boring from their end. They were struggling to make meters. and the Raiders were just doing it all. They just couldn't execute the final try and till the end where they won.
Well, the stats suggest it was tight, but the Raiders won to like 4 line breaks to 2. They made 31 tackle busts to 24. So no, you are right. The average set distance was a lot more than the Sharks, but it's still close.
Yeah,
Right, and it was very fun to watch. A lot of last ditch tackles by the Sharks saved them, but this game was won in that battle of the back row, as you said.
100%.
Right, it was Nakora for the Sharks. It was Hudson Young who got sin bin this game as well. Right, so this guy had done everything.
The first sin bin after that new rule.
Yes, done everything that game. He had a killer of a game. So he played for 70 minutes because he was off for 10. Had 12 runs for 150 metres.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, 41 post contests, 4 tackle busts, 2 line breaks, 1 line break assist, 2 offloads, 28 tackles, 0 errors. The guy was involved in everything and absolutely killed it for him. Absolutely killed it.
The other second row does not look like he's fucking poor either, bro. He's so good.
Nicholson.
Mel-
He
Yeah.
debuted this year.
Yeah,
Literally,
they bought him
two
from
games
England.
ago.
Doesn't look
literally.
like he's missed a beat in the NRL. It feels like he's been there for ages.
Yeah, he had 6 tackle busts, a line break, 46 tackles, 0 missed.
Bro, for me, Hudson Young, he just defines Origin.
100%.
Yeah.
His performance is just Origin.
Yeah, he is.
He's got Origin through and through, honestly.
He's
Like, all his
a
performances.
bona fide Origin player.
Until he
100%.
actually played Origin.
No, he still had
No,
some.
he-
His
he's-
first game was rough.
His
He only-
debut was rough.
rough, but he only played 2 games.
But you can never fault him. He does so much.
No, yeah.
He could have a bad game,
He's a workhorse.
giving 100% effort.
He's a workhorse.
Yeah.
He's, in their losses, in their wins, you just nothing much you can say bad about him.
Yeah, true.
And then for the Sharks, Fanua Blake had an absolute killer of a game. 17 runs. Usually, I don't like Fanua Blake. He gets the headlines because he's a try scoring prop. What my ick about him is, right, if that's the word for it,
He gets lazy.
if he's not, like, when he doesn't score, he's non-existent.
Yeah.
Right, he doesn't get involved as much as he should be.
Well, not even when he doesn't score. When he's on 100%.
Yeah.
He's always gonna score guaranteed.
Yeah.
But when he's not on, he's doing nothing.
It's those hard yards that I
Yeah.
want to see him take
Yeah,
up.
he's doing nothing.
This game he did it. This game he had 17 runs for 213 metres, 102 post contact.
Oh, that's crazy.
The guy had a killer of a game. A tackle bust, 38 tackles, and 0 errors. He played for 55 minutes. All that in
That's solid.
55
Got for so
minutes.
much work.
Got
Didn't he have a try this loud as well?
done a lot. I can't remember. He got stopped over the line.
I think he dropped.
I
Yeah,
can't
he might
remember,
have dropped
but
or something.
yeah, he had a very good game. Now, the talking point, and it is always when the Sharks lose.
Okay, fine.
Not just Nico Hines, man. Trindle was
Trindle.
nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Nico Hines he's gonna get all the
The flat.
Of course, the headline.
right, but this game I thought it was a lot more busy. 16 runs, 122 meters, 21 tackles. Didn't do the majority of the kicking, but shared it a lot more with Trindle. I think Trindle this game was the person to actually look at. He was very, very quiet.
He was very poor
Yes.
because he said, look, Trindle set a standard from the end of last year to now. He set himself pretty high standard. This game, I feel like, was very poor from him. He tried hard. Nothing seemed to work out for him. And the halves, who runs the team?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
rough
like
one.
in this weird balance, like, honestly, we want Hines to step up. Trindle takes most of the ball. Hines tries to run the ball. Then Trindle tries to run the ball. Can we just chuck the 7 on Trindle and just call it what it is?
I swear.
This psychological thing they're trying to do with him 7 by running as it's just...
It's
The thing
rubbish.
is, I think they're confused as who their halfback
Yeah.
is because every week it's changing.
And it looks like it.
Yeah.
Because this is what we say, okay, we need Hines to step up, run the ball more. He does it.
And then Trindle sits back.
Trindle sits back.
Who does this conversation sound like? Which team?
Tell us.
Literally, 2 years ago and the beginning of last year, Roosters. Sam Walker, was he running the team? Was it Luke Keary?
Yeah.
Was Luke Keary the halfback?
Halfback.
Was Sandon Smith the replacement that needed? They're a bit confused, I feel. Like, Atkinson, one of the better 5'8" in the game, young, up and coming, I mean. Like either let him. Like what are they doing? Like
Well,
I feel like
Atkinson's signed for the Dragons, so they
Yeah.
gotta bide their time with what they have now.
Yeah.
Because
they've
that's
got
their
him on.
future.
They've got him as 14.
As 14, keep him as
as
14.
a
They can't really throw him in there and build a club around him.
and they've just extended Trindle too,
Trindle,
like
yeah.
on big money.
Yeah.
So not only are they saying he's leading the team, they're giving him the money for it.
If they keep
But then-
losing, do you see the switch?
You have
Hines to fullback.
you have to experiment it.
Yeah,
You
I
have to.
agree. I was
agree.
always against it, but I'm seeing it now.
No, you can't be against it. I think right now it's probably the right play.
We said it last
Yeah.
week. Kennedy just doesn't get involved.
Even if
Yeah.
you make Trindle the 7 and bring in Atkinson as the 6 for the
6.
rest of the year,
Yeah.
put Nico Hines at 1, you have to. And then you either bring up a 6 next year from the lower grades or you shop one.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's if they continue losing, but they look confused, like you said, right? Especially in the attacking third of the opposition team, they look confused. I think it's going to be hard not to
Make the switch.
just experiment with it. All right. Ricky Stewart after the game said the referee had an absolute blinder. He killed it. Had a fantastic game.
Oh, fine.
The penalties were 7-2, Sharks way.
Oh wow.
So he's
they
been
got-
sarcastic. Probably.
Yeah, he was.
Oh well, I didn't know.
They got absolutely pumped, but the Raiders get the 2 points.
This is Ricky Stewart's game, man.
It is. You called it on the podcast last week.
any
This
game.
is the Raiders.
Any game was this much doubt.
Yeah.
Ricky Stewart says, I'm
Leave
the
it to
coach.
me. Yeah, leave it.
Leave it to me.
We move on to the Penrith Panthers versus the North Queensland Cowboys. Panthers 18, the North Queensland Cowboys 22 in what might say an upset. I'd say an upset. The two boys here don't think it was an upset. They both called it.
Yeah, but then you sort of played away.
I did. I spoke his into they're not going to lose 4 in a row,
But man, they did.
which is crazy.
We knew we were confident before he fucking
Dropped
turned
that.
us.
Yeah.
But let's get into the game. Murray Talangi scored in the 6th minute. Casey McLean scored in the 13th. Isaac Tungo scored in the 18th. Vialia then scored in the 31st. Luke Garner in the 38th. Halftime, 18 points to 12. The Panthers were winning. Jackson Purdue then scored 5 minutes into the second half. Murray Talangi 5 minutes later in the 50th minute. And the Cowboys defended. The Panthers could not do anything to crack them. Game ends 18 points to 22. The Penrith Panthers were kept on nil for the whole second half, which is impressive, even though the Panthers where they are. They are still a team that has Nathan Cleary guiding them around the park. This is crazy.
Well, I do want to give a quick mention to Casey McLean,
Yes,
where he single-handedly lost Penrith that game.
100%.
Because why the fuck didn't he pass that ball?
Jenkins was there with, honestly, maybe 20 metres of just open pasture.
2-on-1 with the fullback.
Yeah.
And he wants to dummy in
Dummy and
and
run.
dart in.
And
Who are
Drinkwater
you?
wasn't even going to touch him.
No.
Who is he? Greg Inglis or something?
Well, I think
Another passer.
it's stupid because Drinkwater seen how much space Jenkins had. He goes, there is no way I can make up that space.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bank on this guy dummying.
You know who else
and he
did?
dummied.
You know who else seen him? McLean.
Yeah.
It's not like he was in his blind spot.
No, he looked at him.
could've
He
seen
looked.
him.
He
It
looked
was
at him.
literally like,
Looked and pumped it. He dummied to it.
nah.
I
This
want
is
the
my
headlines.
moment.
I want
Yeah,
the
that's
headlines.
what he
I feel, look, he is young. And
He
he
is.
must have played in his head, yeah?
100%.
This
It's,
is my
it
moment.
happens.
The boy's going to get up for me.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of
Always
players.
play safe than sorry, cuz.
The greatest players will pass that ball.
Yeah, that's very
what
true.
makes him great.
Unless you're Latrell Mitchell when you're running over fucking Scott Drinkwater. No, you're passing that ball.
Yeah. But
Literally.
even then, Latrell Mitchell will pass.
90% of
That's
the time,
it.
he is passing.
Yeah, Latrell Mitchell would have passed.
Because
But
it's just not worth the risk.
no, 100%. It's the game's on the line.
Exactly.
Game's on the line,
And
but-
Cleary was going to kick that goal.
100%. Because
Oh,
he was
yeah.
going to wrap around.
I don't care what you tell me.
He was
Even
gonna
if he was
wrap
on the
around.
sideline 'cause he's kicking it.
He was kicking it.
Yeah.
Standout performances for the Penrith Panthers. I think Cleary had an absolutely incredible game.
Had a good
Well,
game.
him and Yo
Yeah.
again stepped up.
Yo's
Yo's always a 9 out of 10.
you never to talk about it, right? I think Nathan Cleary tried his hardest. He ran for 154 meters. He got a try assist, 3 tackle busts, a line break, 2 offloads, 14 tackles, kicked 17 times. The only player for the Panthers to kick that game.
Left no room for criticism at all.
No,
what
at
more
all.
does a halfback need to do?
He done
Nah,
everything.
Now it's just literally on the boys to give it a crack and just do your job.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's steering, you just got to literally just go exactly where he's steering
Yeah,
the ship. So
Isaiah, you brought him up. He had an absolutely blinder of a game as well on
like
the
he
losing
does
side.
every week.
He got a try assist, 9 hit ups for 173 meters, crazy. 42 post contacts, 1 tackle bust, a line break assist, an offload, 41 tackles, 0 missed. Isaiah, wow. Like, when you read these
We're freaked,
stats,
isn't it?
usually a team with players that have hit these stats, they've pumped the team.
He's not human, cuz the blokes.
But, bro, it was literally them two with the whole Penrith Panthers on their back. I got to, especially, Dane Laurie also ran for 254 metres.
No, he
He-
always does the job.
It was his, well, he's only played 12 fullback, but he looked good this
No,
game.
even last year when he had to cover.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
did,
he
he
looked
done
very
an
good.
excellent job.
Yeah. But for the Cowboys, I think this was a team effort,
It was, but
literally.
man, they look so different with Clifford in there.
They do.
100%.
They actually look like they can play.
He
100%.
he's a halfback,
Yeah.
like through and through,
Yeah.
with a little bit more confidence, and he's been there before. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not here feeling the position, no pressure, literally. But drink water, man. Drink water is taking all the pressure off the halves.
Drinkwater has been their best player all year. He hasn't had a bad game this year.
No.
In a team that was very, very poor.
Even last year was the same. For a team that was on and off, he was always giving it.
Yeah.
The amount of touches he has would be a halfback or 5'8" dream to
Yeah.
have fullback like that.
Yeah.
So let me talk about Clifford, right? Clifford ran 6 times, right? Ran 458 meters. Nothing. He kicked the majority of the kicks. He passed the majority of the passes. He made 24 tackles, 0 missed. That's what you want from your half.
Literally, but
That's when you have Dearden in your team, when you have Scott Drinkwater in your team,
Exactly what I was gonna
that is
say.
exactly what you
That's
want
what
from
you
your
need to
half.
do.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
You free them up.
exactly right.
And
And you
you've seen
see-
it this game.
Even the last game, the past 2 weeks, Dearden has had probably the best 2 games of the season so far. We're only in round 5. But because Clifford has freed him up so much, and Drinkwater.
Drink water is such a vital part of this team.
100%. He's there everything.
Vital.
He's
Can
there
you see how
everything.
many touches he had?
You can't say. I'd love to see how many
Just
receives.
I just want to know the stat.
'Cause when I
how
only
many
get-
times the ball hit his
I'd
hand.
love that because I searched.
that's so vital.
I'm going to jump here. The Roosters game, Rabbitohs game. I wanted to search up how many times Tedesco got the ball because that performance was crazy and we'll get there.
Yeah.
But Tamalolo had probably his best game. I wish he gets more minutes.
We said it last week.
I wish
they
he
look
gets
so
more
different
minutes.
with Tamalolo in
Yeah,
there.
starting prop.
Yeah.
I wish he gets more minutes. Still 36 minutes. It's the least amount of minutes by any of the forwards other than Cohen Hess, who plays off the bench. But he had his best game of the year. But this was just all-round team performance.
Purdue too.
Purdue,
Coming
even
into
last
his
week
own.
and this week, he's
Yes.
picked up.
Yeah.
Last week and this week against the Panthers, he was up against Isaac Tungo, right? Grand final winning.
It's not an easy
center.
task.
Not an easy task at all.
No.
He got the better of him.
And without their captain,
Yeah.
you can't.
Cowboys, they look really good.
Yeah.
Compared to the past couple of weeks, last week and this week, they're starting to come into their own. And if they can find proper form, they'll be scary because you know they have talent across the whole field.
Yeah.
What about Cohen Hess folding Nathan Cleary?
Oh my god!
that's,
But you don't see the Panthers do that ever.
No.
When's the last time you see the Panthers on last? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. The pass goes. Blah, 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 blah.
When does Cleary get a ball?
Cleary
like
gets
that?
the ball. He tries to rush a kick. Gets
Yeah,
folded.
he never gets blindsided.
Never.
Rarely. They used to blindside him like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, when he first
But in
started.
this period where they're winning, rarely see him get a bad
That
ball.
was
He
crazy.
got a hospital ball then, bro.
Hospital, he
so
tried to
late.
get boot to ball,
Well, I
got
was on the stash for that one.
absolutely folded. But no, great performance by the Cowboys. Panthers, should they be worrying right now? Where the Penrith Panthers are right now, the 4-peat, gone for 5, arguably the greatest team of all time. Should I be worried if I'm a Penrith Panther or a Penrith Panthers fan?
No, I don't think so. It's too early.
Do they know how to
It's too early
worry?
in the season.
I don't think they know how to worry.
When would you start to worry?
I think, if they're not winning back-to-back before Origin,
Yeah.
that's a worry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
fair.
Because their whole team is gone.
Origin's round, 13?
They have to win, I reckon, 10, 11 and 12, at least lose one, very close, and win 2 before Origin. They have to.
So before Origin, you think their record... So they're 1-4 right now.
Yeah.
Their record by Origin should be what?
I reckon, I can't do the math.
Even?
9 and 5.
At least even?
9 and 5?
9-5.
Yeah, he said 1 loss, didn't he? And the rest win.
No,
So
I'm
you-
saying, well, after now, they should at least, I reckon, lose another...
Oh, after Origin.
No, I'm saying after this game,
Yeah.
this round, from now to Origin,
Yeah.
2 losses max.
So yeah, there's about 8 rounds left.
Because
so
when
we are-
Origin comes, they are depleted. And they don't have like a Lua to fill in now if
No.
Lua doesn't get picked or something.
No, they don't.
They don't have a Crichton to lead
They don't
them,
have anyone.
No one, yeah.
or they, like,
the problem is they're playing their fill-ins already. So if this team doesn't come
Yeah.
back, that's the big worry.
literally. So,
Mm.
what do you feel?
I believe that by round 10, if they're not at least 5-5,
That's a worry.
it's a worry.
Yeah, it's too early.
And I
to
know
panic
it's
now.
one loss between now and in 6 rounds. In 5 rounds, actually. You're allowed one more loss. Just get 5 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can, because especially like the Origin period, they're going to be depleted, like you said.
Have they had a hard run?
No, not really. They've lost to the Roosters. The Roosters are 1 and 4. Their one win was against the Panthers. They played the Cowboys, who before this game had only one win.
Have
Like
they versed Melbourne and Broncos?
No.
What?
Yeah, no, they haven't.
Oh,
They versed the Sharks. Didn't they?
The Melbourne was their hardest game, the grand final rematch.
Their win was against the Sharks.
so the first Melbourne.
No,
So
they-
the only win was
Their
against
win
the
was,
Sharks.
their win was in
Las Vegas
in
against the Sharks.
That
The
was
first
their only
Melbourne
win.
bar.
They played Melbourne, yeah.
Okay, not
That's the-
Broncos.
No.
Not Manly.
No. You want me to tell you? So they played the Rabbitohs, they lost. They played Melbourne, they lost. They played the Roosters, they lost. And they played the Sharks in round 1, they won.
Oh my god.
And the Cowboys will be there. Lost.
And the Cowboys is now they
They
lost.
have to win every game before Origin, because they run.
Yeah, the hard teams start.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But no, great team performance by the Cowboys. Penrith Panthers, like we said, they need to start picking it up very, very soon. We move on to the biggest derby in rugby league, right? The South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Sydney Roosters. This was brutal, entertaining, all of the above, right? This game showed why this is the biggest rival in rugby league. The Rabbitohs getting up 20 points to 14 against the Roosters. Sandon Smith scored the first try in the 7th minute. Tavita Totola scored in the 11th minute. 8-6 at half-time thanks to a penalty goal right before half-time for Latrell Mitchell, making it 8-6. And then second half starts, Billy Smith scores on his return in the 45th minute. Jai Gray scores, Dominic Young then scored in the 52nd. And you're thinking, oh, the Roosters, they're probably going to coast for me. They're up by 2 tries. Nah. Jai Gray scored in the 64th minute. Isaiah Tass scored in the 70th minute. 20 points to 14. Goal kicking, proving the difference in this game.
None other than her.
None other than Big Meat.
Trill Meat.
Trill Meat, that's it, thank you. Forgot
Trill Meat.
the shortening of his first name.
I think his comeback was very overshadowed by him having to play sort of the 5'8" role. 5'8" halfback role. Because he had to, Latrell Mitchell, because he had to move because Cody Walker. Imagine him still staying out on the centres with Robert Toya defending him.
Well, in the first 10 minutes when he picked up the ball at a dummy half.
I'm about to put this bird and the ring like a choke. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know. I don't think they can hear it.
They probably can.
They probably can. Is now.
God.
His bird's going off.
Anyways,
Let's get close that door.
that's pissed me off.
Let's get close that
Close it
door.
on the-
Did you see when he picked up the ball at a dummy half, like the first 10 minutes, scooted through? It was very easy, but he dropped it last second. I was like, oh my God, these guys are going to have a rough day. Because you could see he was going to run, because he's just looking the whole time.
Literally, and that's what he does though. He's done it many times before.
Yeah, and then I thought, bro, these guys are in for a long night. Jamie Huffing got injured.
Yeah. Ravalawa got injured.
Humphries got injured. Ravalawa got injured. Cody Walker got injured.
Everyone got injured. Wayne Bennett got injured.
A lot of players got injured. A lot of players did get injured.
And
And
they
then
still got up, bro. That's
they
crazy.
got up for it. It is the big game. And Latrell Mitchell, he wasn't going to lose to the Roosters.
Big
on his
game
return.
player.
So versatile, cars. You throw him anywhere
Big
and he
game
just
player.
plays.
No, he's not.
He's not a big game player.
Do you want me?
I mean, he was like
Against the Roosters?
Okay, he is.
He's the best player in the world
He's the only player against him.
against the Roosters. He can't stand the Roosters.
Boy, did he look good, but
He looked good.
And he looks fit.
He looked good, and I liked him in the centres where they used him just sparingly when they had to, until he moved into the 5'8"
oh,
role.
his ball playing, God.
That pass to Isaiah Tass.
What about him, bro? Pinballing everyone over and fucking nearly scoring until Tedesco got his little hand on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That was wasn't that a dummy half?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
that was
didn't,
the
you
one,
didn't
yeah.
complete the story.
Yeah, I didn't. I just said it like I thought it was going to be a long night after that. His pass to Isaiah Tass in the 70th minute.
Roosters fans are calling it forward.
Was it forward?
It wasn't a forward.
I only seen the initial play, so it looked forward to me. But when me and Carl were talking about it, he
It was
just-
literally
leaves
forward.
his hand backwards, is what Carl had said.
Literally left his hand, gone back.
Yeah, there's no way that's forward.
That's not even.
Anyone that's seen footy, that's not forward.
It's not even debatable.
His
though.
hands are. Everyone's debating it. His hands are
No.
pointed backwards.
Even Fox League put an article about it today.
Yeah, but his hands.
but they have to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It
but
gets
I'm
clicks.
saying, so it's a debate, like it's in the air.
His hands are pointed backwards at the point of the
That's it.
release.
That's all you have to say.
but of course the ball's going to travel forward
Yeah,
With
'cause
moving
with
motion.
momentum because he was running into the line, looked up and just launched it. What a beautiful
unless
pass!
it's an airbender, he can control the wind.
Yeah, then
even
he kept
even
nothing
on
to
the
do
field,
about
even on the field, if I was a referee on the field, you can't take it. Like, it,
No.
it didn't look that bad for it to be fucking forward. And
No,
you're gonna
but the Roosters
the
fans are
whistle,
going
yeah.
off about
Yeah,
it.
but I don't think we'd be here if they can review forward passes. I don't understand why we haven't started doing this.
Yeah, we should have. We should have, but no. As the first thing we have to do is we've got to make sure that you look at the hands first. If the hands are pointed backwards,
Yeah, that's
it's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like automatically. Yeah,
It's back because the ball does float forward
of course you can't
through
control
through
that.
momentum.
Well, that's the rule, isn't it? If the hand motion's going backwards, that's
Yes,
it.
that's
But
back.
if they review it for 1 or 2, not even a minute, there's nothing wrong with that.
I agree, but
But they don't wanna.
I wouldn't bring it in for that because I think that was a good pass.
Yeah.
But there are some passes that are just blatantly a meter forward, 2 meters forward.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like a knock on where they'll check it in the middle of the field.
No, that's
Try
stupid.
scoring opportunity, yeah, check
That's
it.
just wasting
Well,
time.
their reasoning is the camera angles and whatever. But I feel like there's blatant ones they should call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's the 50-50 ones where you just let him go. But those blatant ones, I feel like the bunker should rule on them.
I agree. Now, like I was talking about before, the
Roosters.
Roosters, James Tedesco. Wow, man.
He's
Well,
He's literally the Roosters' backbone.
yeah,
he's
honestly.
everything the Roosters.
There
put
is
out.
no harder worker than him.
You take out James Tedesco out of this team, they get mopped every single game. I don't care what
Yeah,
anyone says.
I agree 100%.
Mopped.
Because he's putting in 150% effort. Not 110,
Crazy.
150. He's playing over and beyond.
Yeah.
And he's the only one doing it.
He had 22 runs for 240 meters, 52 post contacts, 10 tackle busts, a line break, 7 tackles, 0 missed, kicked twice as well. James Tedesco's performance was unbelievable.
That's all those stats are incredible, and that's besides the try-saving tackles and all
Yes.
that you
His
don't
defensive
mention.
efforts.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Crazy.
And he does it with a smile on his face and does it week in, week out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's ever $1 million player, that's how you play.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. Like
Throw
take,
him, you can throw him in any team, he's just going to make it 100 times better.
Yeah.
Like you take him out of the Roosters, they're bottom 4-sided right now.
yeah.
Easily.
completely agree.
Yeah.
Easily.
Completely agree. On the flip side, Jai Gray, we spoke about last week.
Bro.
If when Latrell Mitchell comes back, does Jai Gray keep a spot? And then Wayne Bennett did say that this is Latrell Mitchell's spot until all cavalry's back, all the players are back. Then Latrell Mitchell gets his spot. Jai Gray, we said, has to come out and prove a point and show this is my jersey. 1 try, 29 runs, 257 meters, 67 post contact, 5 tackle busts,
God.
2 tackles, a kick, 0 errors.
This man is the smallest man on the field.
And
can I
he's
add.
literally
By far.
this
Hey.
big.
He's,
How tall is
he's
he?
170.
He's 170, but he's basically my height.
Yeah, 170.
That is crazy.
I had to research it because I seen him playing. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. He's 170, smallest man on the field, and his performance is like a 6'3" a fullback running around.
He's so good.
Unbelievable.
He's so good. And we said, go.
No.
No, go.
Oh, no, I was just going to move on to something else.
Yes, no. So that performance, like if he continues on, surely that's his spot.
I think it is his spot.
Well, that's what I was
Surely.
going to move on to.
Yeah.
So right now they're hinting that Latrell Mitchell's probably going to play in the halves because Cody Walker's injured for 6 weeks. So he's got another 6 weeks to cement this spot.
No, it's cemented though.
Surely.
No, well, Wayne Bennett said before the game that Latrell's going to end up going back
Wayne
there.
Bennett says a lot of things.
He does.
He does.
You know, the fact for me, because I was against it, I was saying to you, no, Latrell has to play fullback. The fact that we saw Latrell move from 5'8" to centre in defence and 5'8" in attack, his ball playing skills, his dropouts, his goal kicking, like, what can he do?
Besides kicking in the field because he kicked it out
There's
like
one
3
thing he
times.
can't do.
Out dead on the
Yeah, he
field.
did.
Yeah, but there's one thing he can't do is run 29 games,
29
runs in a game.
In a game, yeah.
So Jai Gray, literally, you do the hard work. You're on the bare minimum. I don't know what he's on.
Yeah.
He's not on $1 million.
Because he's so good.
He's on what, 500, 400?
Not even.
350?
It's not even. Yeah,
Whatever he's
maybe
on.
that.
You do all the hard work. Latrell, the Ferrari, you better take out the Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
Very rarely you take it out on a Sunday, you cruise. That's it.
You were talking about the involvement of Drinkwater touching the ball that many times. Jai Gray has probably the same amount of touches in the game.
Yeah.
He gets the ball nearly every fucking set.
I'd love to see that stat.
Because he takes hit-ups.
I'd love to see
The
it.
fullback's taking hit-ups. Make that make sense.
He's so
You see how
good.
wingers come up?
29
Wingers come
runs.
up and take up hit-ups. He's
You
taking
know what it
hit-ups.
is? When he takes up the hit up, he gets smashed.
They're not Dominic Young hit-ups
No,
where,
no, they're
where he
not.
runs sideways 10
Yeah, no,
metres
no.
and goes back 3
He runs
metres.
straight into the line, gets folded,
This
gets
guy
up, plays the ball, and he's ready again.
Plays like a centre.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like a built centre. Like a Matt Utah, Brian Dyer
Because
centre.
he's an energizer bunny. That's what he is.
True, that's a
He does
fucking...
not stop.
No, he's that thing. Remember the ad?
Which one?
The blue guy. The frog? Do you know what I'm
Crazy
talking
Frog?
about? Crazy,
Ding,
yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
I was going to say Dota. I don't know why.
No,
Dota the
he had a
internet.
killer of a game. I think if he keeps performing that way, it is his jersey 100%.
Yeah,
Because
he
they
deserves
look, I feel like the best South Sydney team has Dry Gray playing at fullback.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
agree.
believe.
I
All
agree.
right, we move on to Saturday. The Parramatta Eels 23, the Dragons 22. Parramatta picking up their first win of the season. We'll go through the try scorers. Clint Gutherson in the 16th minute, scoring against his old team. Josh Adokar scoring in the 24th. Christian Tuipulotu then scored in the 34th. Half-time break was 14-8. Dragons were winning, coasting. They looked good. Isaiah Yongi then came out 56th minute. Clint Gutherson in the 45th minute. Right after half-time, picking up his double. As we said on the podcast, thanks to Khalid. Right?
Yeah.
Get your flowers. A bit of positivity.
Well, I don't want to talk about this
A
team
bit
right
of
now,
positivity. All right. And then Isaiah Young in the 56th minute scoring. For some reason, the Dragons... what's his name? Forgot to tackle.
Who's this?
The centre.
Our centre?
Sully.
Oh, yeah.
Just ran up. Tried to... I don't know what he tried to do.
Hey,
tried to tag him.
On Yongi?
Yeah. Well, they tried to tag him. He tried to tag
He
him.
had him. And he just let him
I
go.
know.
Pissed me off.
And Kotoga then scores in the 62nd minute. 22 all.
Extra time.
Extra time. Cometh the hour.
Cometh Lomax.
Cometh the man. Or cometh the Lomax.
The climax. I got
Zach
that
Lomax against
from the
his
bloke.
old team steps up in the 83rd minute. Gets the ball. Pressure on him. The Dragons players did not want him to kick it. If it was anyone else kicking it, they would have let him slot it. They rushed him. Boot to ball. Floats over the black dot.
How quick did he take it?
So quick.
He's always been good with
So
the
good.
field goals. Even
But-
with us, it was decent. He's nailed like 3 2-pointers last year for us. So he's always been decent. But to do it against us, bro, it hurts.
Of course it hurts.
It hurts.
Of course it hurts.
And
This
he
is-
did look injured like at the end of the 80 minutes.
This is a game at one point, it was 22 points to 8.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22 points to 8.
You sure?
Yes.
100%, yes.
Was it?
Yes, Gutherson had your
Oh,
club
it
on his
was,
back.
yeah, it was, yeah,
Yes,
it was,
Haram the
yeah.
bloke. He's copped how many discs from this game?
Yeah, Gutherson carried hard.
Oh, wallah,
22 points to
I
8.
can't. Wallah, I actually can't.
I can't either. I can't believe it. He's the only shining light in the team right
You
now. I
gotta
hate
talk.
him, that fucking kelp. Ilias, we signed him, and we spoke, he's decent. Look. Kicks it out on the full in fucking extra time.
Yeah, that was bad.
Kicks it out on the full in extra time. Why are you looking for the touchline
Yeah,
in extra time?
100%.
Smash its mum, get it down the field. No, he wants to look for touch. Explain that to me.
I can't.
There's so
wallah.
much things I want to say, but wallah, there's not enough time.
Say it, we got time.
Because I glazed the Dragons.
Yeah, we did. We both did.
I've never spoken high of the Dragons. But wallah, I'm the biggest kalb if I ever talk good about him.
I told you, but on the podcast, if it's anything the Dragons will do, is beat the minor premiership
Yeah, he's
contenders.
beat Melbourne.
Lose to the wooden spoon favourites.
That's because I actually can't. I can't breathe.
You know, I said last week as a joke, this is the battle for the spoon. I think I was being dead
I
set.
think you
Nah,
hit
sucker,
the
it's not
nail
a battle
on
for
the
the
head.
Guys-
No, it's not.
Shut your mouth.
Give
Who
it-
do
give
you
it-
see yourself beating?
Please.
Who do you see yourself beating? The Dragons.
Please.
Depends what week we're playing. If
Oh
we- Depends what week we're
Do you
playing.
guys play Melbourne again? We'll suss that out. You
Maybe.
guys are fucking dog shit, Moe, bro.
Shut
How
the
do you lose? How do you lose coming up against Lomax?
Hades,
How do you lose?
They
How
would
do you
do-
let him kick the field goal?
They
They
let
were
Adokar
due for a
score.
win, cars. What can I tell you?
They let Adokar score and they lost.
Well, Adokar, sure, he can't
Let
score.
him score and win the game.
I swear to God.
Because I'm not out there playing. We have to get better.
Please,
There's no
bro.
other choice.
Please.
Like, we didn't play bad, to be fair.
Because you played
Shut
Para.
your mouth.
So what?
We had our worst performance against Para, and we still could not do shit to us.
Well, that's our problem. We don't play 80 minutes. That's our only
Oh
fault.
yeah, fuck, bro.
We don't know how to play 80 minutes.
You know who plays 80 minutes? Jacob Little. Why did he start? Bro, what's going on? He came on, he changed the game, he flipped the game on its head.
And it took him off.
No, we were winning before he came on. What are you talking about?
But did you see the pace he brought on when he came on?
It done nothing.
He done nothing.
It done nothing. It changed the pace and we still lost. We were winning at that point when he came on. Our biggest problem is we can't play 80 minutes.
Listen to this. Jacob Little in 35 minutes, 6 runs. Right? Cook in 65 minutes, how many runs?
9.
1!
They had 1 run.
1 run!
Don't talk to me about my man, the
run.
Little.
I love Little. But he brought him on anyway. It didn't change anything.
Cuz swap it. Put Jacob Little on
Cuz
for 50 minutes.
Gutho, the poor guy, alone had 4 line breaks, bro. 4 line breaks.
Wallah, what did I say in the group? Gutho is going to score 130 points.
Yeah,
He scores 130 points to
On
the
the
dot.
dot.
He did it on the
good.
Why? Because he's a workhorse. Like, you know, if he was still with Eels, they'll be coming third.
Yeah, they'll be a lot better than where they are now.
They'll be so much better.
100%. Because that's all I can take out of this game. We're like, even with the Rabbitohs, we're winning 12 points up and they don't finish the 80 minutes. Fucking Para.
You guys should be 4-1.
We should be, wallah.
I swear to God.
Literally.
4-1?
3
and 1.
3
3
and
and
2. 3 and 2.
Why 2?
Oh, you had the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Right, you should have beat Souths.
Yeah. Should have beaten Para.
Should have beat Para.
I agree.
100%. That's 2 games where you guys were the better team. Parramatta were better than you for 15 minutes. 15 minutes and that's all
where
they
it
needed.
counts.
Yeah.
Because
Towards the end of
we
the game.
can't finish a game. That's our problem.
Crazy. No, like, cuz Isaiah Young, I think he weighs 85 kilos.
Fuck me, he's good, bro.
He scored 100 points in fucking Super.
Yeah, he
Fuck,
popped off.
he is good.
Yeah, but cuz, what's his name? What's your Sully?
Yeah.
Had him in his arms.
Yeah.
You're like 110 kilos, bro. Body the bloke.
Wallah.
Put him in the ground.
What a change
I'll,
there.
Falls off him.
I'll tell you something, bro. The last 20 minutes, including extra time, was probably the worst Dragons I've seen in years.
Yeah, it was bad.
That last 20 minutes
Very bad.
was disgusting.
Could not hold the ball as well.
Everything.
The dumbest errors.
Elias had one job. Just don't kick it out in the full.
Wallah.
That's not even a job.
Cuz why am I upset? Wallah, I don't understand.
No, we spoke him up, Ali. They
yeah.
look like a good team. But this is a definition of overpaying and not achieving.
Well, they haven't overpaid anyone, Khay.
Three players. One of them is only playing. Where was Holmes?
Yeah, no.
Honestly.
Yeah,
You know how many errors he had? Check his errors, please. 80 بجد
My head
80.
actually
What a
hurts.
fucking, that's actually one of the shittest signings I've ever fucking had in my life. Besides that,
Oof, 3, you damn.
3 errors.
all in our own half, all in our 20.
3 and you're a centre, like you're not getting that much
Did
ball.
he kick all the goals?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It was a penalty goal from both. Both teams kicked 2 penalty goals.
He had a clear shot of a field goal.
Yeah.
When does Holmes miss them?
I don't know.
Wallah told me since
It's
when.
the Dragons jersey.
Well, ladies.
It's a Dragons
That's not,
jersey.
no, he's bringing down the Dragons jersey. 3 errors in our own 20.
Yeah.
Fucking killed us, bro. We have no momentum going off the back of this scalp. He's supposed to be making meters, not fucking losing it in the 20-meter line.
It's hard. Who do you guys have next week?
Titans.
Oh my goodness.
That's a drubbing.
Wallah, good luck.
Yeah, that's a drubbing.
That's a win.
Can I say something?
Say it.
Gufferson's on the try line. He's in dummy half. Have you ever played first grade?
What?
Have you ever played first grade?
No.
Gufferson's a dummy half on the
Yeah.
try line. What's he going to do?
He's going to pass.
Gufferson?
No, he ran.
He always runs a
Oh, yeah, right out the foot, yeah. Are you talking about his try line?
He's tried
Yes,
when he
yes.
scored.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you
Because you're saying it so opposite.
How do you not defend that?
Ah.
Are you going off at Para?
You're turning at Para?
Yeah, I was saying he's on their try line.
Yeah. You having to go at Para now?
I don't know who I'm having a go at.
What's wrong with you guys?
No.
That was a fucking shit game.
I am. Oh my God, I am. I'm just so... I'm
confused me.
I'm just so cut.
Out of the Dragons.
I can't
Well, like
believe...
last week we blew him.
I'm so confused.
You know, Mo is the only one that doesn't look dumb here, I swear to God. Because he said, I know this is my team. I know my team. Wallah, he did.
It's something I do.
Yeah, you were spot on.
We'll win next week, but watch.
Against the Titans?
Yeah, watch.
How good Dylan Brown look?
Who?
Dylan
Brown.
Brown.
Oh, let's go through Dylan Brown.
He actually was running the calb.
Cuz,
He was actually running.
Look
Because
at
he
him.
had space.
Where is it?
Look, where's your line speed? Look, I don't understand.
Dylan Brown. Just have a guess how many runs he had.
12.
19.
For how many meters?
164 metres. 3 tackle busts, a line break, 2 line break assists, 3 offloads. He looked like a $1.3 million player right there.
Yeah, we'll make anyone look like a 1.5
Oh my
million.
God.
I actually feel sorry for you, bro.
Anyway, let's move on.
Honestly, I've got a headache.
Let's just move on.
You know what the sad thing is? I still have hope to make day, wallah.
I just defended the
Wallah,
Eels. Well, I swear to God,
Wallah, dude.
on everything I love, I do not see him touching the top 10. Wallah.
They can't.
I'm not talking out of bias. I'm not trying to have a crack at you.
Wallah,
I do not see this team above 11.
Because today I checked you know how the boys on the chat were going, oh, you said the Broncos are not going to finish in top 8?
Yeah.
So I brought up my thing. I have the Dragons in 10th.
Yes, me and you.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I heard, there's too much Dragons fans around me, so I fell into the positivity. I'm an idiot.
Just to put it out there, last year, for his first 5 rounds, we're on the same points as we were last year.
Because, but please.
But with a fucking point differential of 100
Unbelievable.
times less.
Did you have a
Unbelievable. You
bye?
guys didn't get smashed last year.
No, we did.
By who?
A point
No, they
differential
did.
last
They
year.
got-
Oh, yeah, you guys started off...
Cowboys, they got pumped against Cowboys.
No,
second
but-
half.
38-0 against the Dolphins.
Yes, you got pumped by the Cowboys.
Week 1, you guys stumped the Titans,
Yeah,
and then a
and-
week later you got absolutely rinsed by the...
Rinsed.
Yeah,
Our point differential last year was like minus 80 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I think you
you
guys
can't
are worse
say
than-
that. You can't say that.
well, I think... No, looks, when you watch the game, you guys are way
yeah,
worse.
but stats-wise, I was telling Carl
You
before.
can't
the
say
stats-
that, because you had a bye.
Yeah.
The only reason why you're not equal last because you had a bye.
Yeah, it's very true.
It's true as well.
Very true.
But the point differential we're talking about.
Let's move on. Too much time on this. Too much time. All right.
Just take it easy on me, because I'm not out there playing.
Hey, guys, we should be mad at each other.
Well, I wanted to come on this podcast and say, what are the Dragons and up the Saints? Nah,
I wanted to sing the song again, because it's a catchy song.
it is.
And I wanted
Because we know
Lomax
it.
to eat shit, but man, good on you.
Well, he had a game of his
Yeah,
life.
he did, killed it. Right, Titans, and then you know what's crazy? They told him to leave.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, he did. Titans
No, we
10,
didn't.
Dolphins 36.
Well, yeah,
the Battle of Queensland.
This was a good one.
It was a very good game. Shock to me, right? I thought the Titans were shoo-ins this game.
I think you... Did you have Dolphins winning?
He had Dolphins, yeah.
No, I don't think you did.
I did. I rewatched it.
Did you?
Yeah, Dolphins winning. And you said only the fact that, what's his name? Max Plath is moving to lock. That's literally what he said. And it worked, but Max Plath killed it.
Are you dumb?
I swear to God.
That's literally what I said.
No.
You've got to mix it. You've got to
No,
it
no.
was me.
He said the Dolphins are winning.
What did I say?
You said the Titans. What? You said Titans.
Is that ever confused?
You genuinely made me laugh. I don't know if you're pulling my leg.
Did you say Dolphins?
I literally said they're going to
Did
win
we
because
both say
Max
Dolphins?
Plath is ball.
That's what he
That's
said.
what I said. I'm pretty sure I said that one.
Did you guys agree?
Did we? Yeah. Did we speak about it? Like, was it me and you talking?
It was definitely, if you did, it was me and you.
I thought Titans
I
were
said they're going to win because in the middle, they're going to win
36-10.
the middle.
36-10, the Dolphins win.
We did speak about it, you're right.
Try scorers, the Hammer in the 9th minute. Daniel Saifidi in the 24th. Max Plath in the 58th. Connolly Lomolemo in the 63rd. It was an absolute whitewash from the Dolphins. It was 24-0 after 63 minutes. Philip Samuel scored in the 65th. AJ Brimson scored in the 69th. And then Jermaine Asako scored in the 78th minute, giving us a scoreline of 36 points to 10. And it is your man's Max Plath, the difference maker in that team.
My man's.
All right.
Oh my God. We said it, man. When Plath moves to the middle, he didn't though. I think
He didn't even play half the game.
played, no, he played from second row. But man, without Gilbert,
Yeah, he's so much better.
That's what you said.
That is what you
well, I
said
said
last
without
week.
Gilbert, they're going to have more ball movement in the middle.
He played 80 minutes. He scored a try.
I literally brought him in on my other team on Supercoach because I have a second team.
Yeah.
Because I knew he was going to go well.
Seven,
Yeah.
74 attacking run minutes, 2 tackle busts, but it's the 44 tackles, it's the passing game, it's the extra hands that can do something creative with the ball,
Which what you said last week, frees up the Hammer,
and it's exactly what happened.
and the Hammer actually played a decent game.
It's exactly what happened. For the Titans, I think they are really missing Keanu Kinney.
Yeah.
And it's the fact, I don't think Jalen DeGroot is a bad player, but
No, it's still not good enough, Ali. It's not good enough.
it's two games in a row where he's ran less than 10 times.
No, I'll tell you why it's not good enough. I'll tell you why. I'm going to cut you off right there.
Go.
Have you seen that front row? Have you seen the front row and back rowers?
Yeah. It's possibly the
What do you rate it out of 10? 9?
It's up there.
8.5?
It's really up there.
You're bringing up fullback? This forward pack should be running over forwards.
Yeah.
I told you, I don't know if you said it, but what I said, Dolphins, if Titans can't run you over, they lose. They just lose the game.
You've heard that.
If you run around them, you get a quick play of the ball, and you move the ball around in the middle, you're beating them.
The funny thing is, we criticised the Dolphins forward pack. We said it's too old, bit slow.
We did. But what we said is when Gilbert's out of there, and you've got a ball handling lock,
They start moving.
You start moving the ball around. Tight end, it's like they only know one direction, just go straight.
Yeah.
The only person that moves around, uses footwork, is Tino. But bro, you can't give him excuses, man. Campbell, Gillard, Fodawaker, Tino, and Fafita.
Fafita started the game. He played 65 minutes. He ran for
massive fucking.
He ran for 57 meters.
Kenny does a good job, a big job.
Keanu Kinney does a lot for them.
He brings the ball back very good.
Yeah, he runs in a game for more than he averages around 200 meters this season. Because the group ran for 80 meters. He had 9 runs.
Well, that means
that was probably all bringing the ball back.
The beginning of the set is very poor for them.
Well, if you're blaming a fullback on how many meters he's having, that only just proves that their defense is lacking, and not just that, their forwards aren't rolling over like.
Tino ran for 190 meters. Other than that, the second best forward was 112, and that was Bo Former. Everything, Kelly's Haas 81, Campbell Gillard 92, Mo Fodawaker, Origin player 74 meters.
Not good enough.
I feel like
it is very poor.
I think Kenny is the last of the. This is the.
No.
Their bench rotation doesn't bring on the impact that their starters have. That's the problem here.
No, I think what they have to do with Keanu Kinney out. I think AJ Brimson moves to fullback. I think Weaver plays halfback.
Whoa. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
You can't do that.
Yeah, of course you can.
You can't do that.
They're chopping and changing too much.
Yeah,
especially if you're trying to mould Brimson into the fullback.
That's the only reason I'm saying they're not doing it.
Well, you can't do it.
It's because he's the future of... They want him to play 5'8".
Yeah.
They want 2 ball running halves. You've got it there.
The group's not busy enough.
But the group is a fullback, so like you need...
He's a winger.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a winger.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because it's a long-time injury... Bro, degree is not... Surely it can't be the problem. Look at their team.
That's the difference. Because I looked at the stats. It's the exact same thing for all their other games.
Or just a fucking...
It's just Tino runs for a mile and the other forwards
or it's just a
run for 100
week,
or less.
Mate. It's just a bad week.
They literally have
Could be a bad week.
5 Origin players in the front row.
Yeah.
Literally. It's probably just a bad week, guys, because they have the team. We're not going to blame
No, but
the
this
group.
happens to Titans a lot.
It does.
Even with Kinney.
They start,
the second you move the ball in the middle, especially at the 50-meter line, when you start moving the ball,
we've done it to
it's
them.
like everyone does it to
Yeah,
them.
we've done it to them. They were what, 3-1?
Flanagan, if you're listening, if you move the ball in the middle, the Titans are shit. They're coming up this week.
Well, Blake Lowry's gonna pass the ball?
Did you guys see Jason Roll's press conference?
No.
They were talking about the game. He was like, yeah, so what happens every time Dylan Brown runs the ball, he frees up. He's sitting there telling the game plan, and then you see Junior Paulo put his arm. He goes, Coach, you're saying the game plan. And then Wallah, he looked at him and he goes, oh yeah, but you know what I mean.
I didn't see that.
He had a good game, by the way. Junior Paulo's his game of the year.
Yeah,
Anyway,
everyone did.
That's
we're on the
very
wrong
true,
game, right?
Anyway, yeah, so that's what I think the issue is, right? But again, you're completely right.
What?
They can't change him out.
They can't.
I'd literally just
Who are they gonna put
ask
in
the
there?
question and answered it myself. All right? No, it's they want him to be their long-term 5'8".
It's fair that you threw the option out there, but if they're looking for him as a long-term 5'8", you can't.
That's the lazy option.
It is the lazy option.
It's the forwards. The forwards are...
It's the quick fix.
You're
It's like the
100%.
duct tape on top of a broken window. Like, it's a quick fix.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Brisbane Broncos versus the West Tigers. This was, when it comes to entertainment, you got every dollar out of it.
What game's this?
Broncos versus West Tigers.
Yeah.
46 points to 24. A solid 70 points being scored. Is that right, Michael? Yes, it is 70 points. Try scoring started in the 4th minute. Jesse Arthurs opens it up. I think that's his 5th try for the season or 6th. 6th,
No,
there you
no.
go. He's leading the try scoring.
His second try was 6.
Yeah.
6.
All right.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah, I think
The week I sell him on Supercoach because a podcast told me to.
What podcast?
Not this one.
Okay.
The Supercoach.
this is the only podcast I know, Harley.
Yeah.
I don't watch any other podcasts or nothing like this.
Respect. All right, and so should you.
I really don't.
This is the only place you should be
What do you
watching.
mean, socially? Look what you're putting out in the world.
Negativity?
There's other podcasts. There's no other podcast.
Oh,
This is the only podcast.
But it's
Right.
okay to enjoy other podcasts. It's fine. We're not
course.
salty like that. But
Yeah.
watch ours first.
All right, Jesse Arthur scored in the 4th minute. Lalo Lili.
Oh, my
Lau Lili? Lau Lili.
Luali'i.
Bullshit. No,
Surely.
it's
No, no,
L-A-U. Laualili scored in the 14th minute. Tariva scored in the 26th minute. Stafford Toa scored in the 31st minute. You got all the Tigers are cooking. Xavier Willison fucks him. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
37th minute he scores. And then we go into half time, right? Because Coruscant couldn't kick a goal to save his life. Adam Reynolds slaughtered 7 from 7 this game, by the way. We go into half time at 14-12.
No, he didn't.
Broncos, yeah, he did.
He didn't play the whole game.
That's right. Reece Walston kicked 3 while he was off, 4 while he was off.
How'd you get that wrong?
My bad. Yeah, I didn't read. I just seen Adam Reynolds kick the first one. It went 7 from 7. Yep. All right. But what's it called? The difference in the first half or halftime break was a 2-point field goal from Adam Reynolds. What a field goal that was!
It wasn't even like it didn't look that good.
What do you mean?
It was it looked great.
Yeah.
But it was low.
It wasn't
Yeah.
high. Yeah, it just had
Did
the
not look like it was gonna
It
happen.
looked like he shanked it for a bit and it just...
Yeah, and then
curved back in.
it just went in.
It was
'cause
very, very
that's
nice.
just what Adam Reynolds
Yeah,
does.
but you know what? Like he hit it. It never went high, but it never dipped.
He just like
It never dipped.
It stayed.
literally.
It just went straight. It was
He looked like-
beautiful.
he looked weird.
But it was beautiful, right? Kicked
Weird
the
is
2-point field
beautiful
goal. He
sometimes.
does it so often. Second half starts, and this was when the Broncos flexed. Xavier Willison again. Just brute power getting through. Adam
You know
Reynolds.
you've lost when he scores 2.
Yeah.
It's probably his better game that
Well,
he's
you know
played.
you've lost when he scored 1.
That's very true. All right, Adam Reynolds then scores in the 44th minute. Chip and chase, winding back
Right.
the clock.
2009
He
all over
looked
again.
23 until he put it down and got back up, and you realise he's done his hammy.
And that's where age kicked in.
Yep. And then Sione Fainu scored in the 50th minute.
Some.
Jesse Arthur scored his second in the 57th. Billy Walters in the 60th. Gemat Shibasaki, my man,
Your man.
love ya. Scored in the 70th minute, and then Stafford Toa scores in the 75th minute, giving a scoreline of 46-24. The crazy thing about this, it was a 2-try difference, but the goal kicking made it
all
so
the
much
difference.
bigger.
Made
Made
all
it so much bigger. Wow, what a performance.
Fuck, Adam Reynolds was
By the
good,
Broncos.
so good when he was on.
He was
Until he came off.
killing it.
I had him on Supercoach. I needed him on for the 480.
Yeah, he was killing it.
Needed him.
I bet you this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because fucking Samuela Fainu. When the fuck did he not? I asked you on the podcast, is he playing?
He was
He's so
named.
confused with his Samuel fan.
No, but he was named.
He's had this problem for weeks now.
I know, just get rid of him.
I swear to
I asked you on
God.
the podcast, is he named? You said yes.
He was.
Why are you asking him? There's a whole app there. We are the app.
We were on the podcast when I asked. I was like, yeah, that's it. If he's in, he's
He was
starting.
in.
Gospel, huh? When he speaks, it's gospel.
Just sell him.
Oh, no, that's it. He's gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
he's
rid of
done.
him.
I'm
Yeah.
bringing his brother if anything.
Get
Just
rid of
delete
him.
the app.
Wallah, I should.
Payne Haas got a well-earned rest, right? 51st, played only 51 minutes.
What the-
Surprisingly.
Ah,
He
foreshadowing.
said it, he did.
He
Right.
said, which one takes the rest? And he was
Yeah.
paying.
He had 13 runs for 132 metres. That's like a rest day for him. 25 tackles, 0 missed. 1 error, surprisingly. But he done his job. The Broncos didn't need him out there. They gave him a well-earned rest.
Don't arrest him when I captain him, by the way.
Yeah, that's well helped me. Because I captained Campbell.
Can I just want to chuck it in there?
Yeah.
You're taking way too long. You know, in every team, a halfback does something great, and it's like, oh, look what our halfback done. There was a play where Reynolds started it. He dummies, gets the ball to Ben Hunt. No team should have Adam Reynolds, like, it's a camera on Adam Reynolds playing so good, passes it to Ben Hunt. Like, 2 great halfbacks in the same team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I do.
Like, usually, like, oh, bro, like, do you understand what I'm...
I get what you're
that's-
saying. It's just 2 great players. Like you go,
Just 2 great players,
What is
old
this?
players.
It looks
usually,
unfair.
Usually it's the halfback and his apprentice.
Yeah.
We're just looking at the camera pans out and it goes into Ben Hunt.
do you know what that's like? Honestly, like them two, like they've competed for Origin jerseys. Oh no, they're not really, but they've been there and thereabout. It
Yeah.
would have been like back in the day if like Andrew Johns and Brett Kamani played in the same team.
Pretty shit comparison, but I get ya.
I'm trying to fully go.
I fully get ya.
Do you know what
Worst
I mean?
comparison, but I get ya.
Who
But
would you say?
they are one of the greater
Thurston
halves.
and Cronk? No, they're way too good.
No, but like that level.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
Reynolds and Ben Hunt sort of on the same level.
Yes.
They're sort of the better halves of our time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like this day and
Literally.
age. And they're both, it's so common to see them linked together in the Broncos now. It's crazy. Going from Reynolds to Hunt or from Hunt to Reynolds, and they're always next to each other. It's weird.
crazy.
God, I said something that could have made me sound like an idiot, and you guys just backed me up.
No, it's true.
I appreciate it. Just what I said could have sounded so
No,
dumb.
no, it's just crazy to see it. Like
Like, it's so weird.
When do you get
a
that-
34-year-old gets it away to a 34-year-old?
yeah, he's older than him. I think.
Imagine seeing this 4 years ago, but them both linking up together.
Oh,
That would have been
wow. And
unbelievable.
Lomax on the wing? Wow.
At the Dragons? On the Premiership.
For the Tigers, Taruva keeps trying. They're looking so much better.
Wow.
They're looking so
Wow,
much
that
better.
looks
on-
right.
Night and day.
Yeah.
Trevor?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I thought I said it was a shit signing. I feel like I'm doing this a lot this year.
Yeah.
My bad.
You just shit on everyone
All
this
right,
year.
my bad. He's been fantastic for him. Galvin, again, what a performance by the young
Very
man. Just what the bullshit. 29 runs.
Yeah. Yeah, it was everywhere.
Damn.
It was everywhere.
Wow.
Damn. Terrell May played 70 minutes. He only ran for 140. That's a poor game from him.
Oh, he was getting smashed. He was running. He was just
Against
getting
Payne
smashed.
Haas,
Yeah,
carried
against
them.
Payne
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
getting smashed.
It was a good 4-pack.
And I reckon he won that battle
Against who?
against Payne Haas.
Well,
Well,
Penn Haas had
Payne
about
Haas-
a 20-minute rest, but
Do we-
Yeah, they rested him.
That's a fair
He
match.
played 50 minutes.
That's a fair match against Payne Haas.
But Payne Haas still ran more than him.
He did,
No, he
yeah?
didn't. Just under.
Nah.
Just under. But no, again, like I'm not. You can't take anything away from the Broncos. They had a great game.
very good game.
They played well.
But Tigers, man.
Tigers as
We
well.
have
they're
to give
looking
him the
so good.
flowers.
100%.
Well, Fainu, they looked good when Fainu was on until he got injured. Like the halfback Fainu.
Yeah.
Latu, yeah.
Yeah, Latu, yeah. So as soon as he came off, it was Galvin doing all the work. Galvin, like we said in previous weeks, he needs that player to free him up.
Yes.
Fainu was doing that job just like, what's his name? Luai.
Luai.
Just like Luai used to do the job when he was there.
Luai should be back next week.
But
so.
does Galvin, the way he's playing, should he be playing like this
No.
on his second year?
No, he's 19. No. Can you remember a 19-year-old halfback this good? A 5'8"?
No.
No, honestly.
No, you
No, I
can't.
can't remember.
You can't.
I can't.
Cooper Cronk was
No, you can't. They,
Was it 5'8" when he
they
came in?
all literally peaked at 20, maybe
In their
23
20s, yeah.
and upwards.
Yeah.
This
And
guy
they
looks
became their best
unbelievable.
at 29, 30.
So, yeah, in the 30s.
Guys,
they-
you know who's the best? Like honestly, I'm not saying he plays like him, but the last time a 19-year-old 5'8"
You're
just
about to
tore
say
up the NRL.
Thurston.
No,
Hmm.
Thurston at 19 was with the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Benji Marshall. I swear to God,
At the
that's the
Tigers.
last time I can
Literally.
remember it.
That's the Tigers.
I'm not saying they're similar players, and I'm not saying
No,
Galvin's
no,
going to be as good
Galvin
as Benji.
is way more composed. No, but what the fuck did I just say?
Benji won a grand final.
Sorry, you're comparing Benji. I was thinking about something else.
Yeah. But no, that's the last time I can remember a young teenage 5'8" just killing it. And he's
But when
getting
Galvin wants to
professional
be
by him.
composed, he's very composed.
Because the guy's a gun.
He does.
He's a
He's
very
got the
good
best
player.
of both worlds. He can run and he can be composed.
You know when I say he's worth 1.3 million, I dead set believe he's worth 1.3 million.
Eventually.
I think he's worth 1.3 right now.
Well, if you want to keep him at your club, so your Tigers have a history of letting go all of these guns, Tedesco, Aaron Woods, Moses, all that, Pappenhausen at their young
Yeah.
age, and then they regret it. So if anyone needs to throw 1.3 million at him,
I think he's worth 1.3.
to any club,
Well,
any club,
I think he's worth
Can we just let
1.3.
him play?
I think he's worth
at
1.3.
any club.
Of course, any club.
Side the Storms is worth 1.3.
Yes. If he's there to replace Munster, he's worth 1.3.
I don't know what you're learning from this podcast I've been watching,
Yeah,
but
well,
damn.
He's worth 1.3. We move on. Manly versus the Storm. The Storm 48. Manly 24. At 4 points. Their first loss at home for Manly.
They got thumped.
They got absolutely hammered. They did.
You gonna put your hand up?
I think we all do.
Why?
Don't won't lose the game at
Oh no, I
4.
said last week.
No, Seth Jerome, who plays the winning.
Yeah, and no, that's what you said.
But you did tip Melbourne, so
Yeah, I did. And I said Manly, I'm going to lose at 4 points. I'm full of shit.
yeah. I
That's
remember.
exactly what I said. All right. Utukamano's kicking us off in the 11th minute, scoring the first try. Munster in the 13th, Anderson in the 16th. Straight away, backs against the wall for the Manly Sea Eagles, and it was game over from there on in. Within 16 minutes, they scored 3 tries, and it was just
Manly was still in it.
it looked like an onslaught.
Manly could have scored so many times.
Yeah, but the defense was very good.
Storms were on
the
one.
cover,
Yeah.
wow, was unbelievable.
He was meant to be
Kohler then
defense.
scored in the 30th minute. 2 penalty goals. Very weird, right? Manly got the first points of the game through a penalty goal in the 3rd minute. And then they got, in the 39th minute, or 40th minute, they got a penalty goal as well. Giving us a scoreline of 18 points to 10 at half time. Second half kicks off. Grant Anderson scores in the 48th. Pappenhausen in the 50th. Grant Anderson again, his double in the 53rd. Bronson Garlick in the 58th. Jack Howarth in the 67th. And then Jason Subb in the 72nd. Falalo in the 79th. Putting some respect on that margin. I thought Melbourne were going to hit 50, 100%.
God.
It looked like a 60 game.
Yeah, because they scored in the space of 15 minutes. They scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Because do you know who had a nightmare in that 15 minutes?
Who?
Gary.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say, had a shocker.
Fuck
Yeah.
me, that was one of the worst games I've seen him
Defensively?
play. Defensively.
Oh my God.
Fucking even converting rubbish.
Yeah.
Can't kick the ball to save his
Well, he
life.
missed 2 from 4. 50%.
Yeah,
It's
but
not good.
It's
but
not Garrick
yeah.
either.
Yeah, I know, that's true. He usually slots him. But no, defensively, he got caught out.
What about that Howarth try? Was it Howarth or Anderson?
Anderson.
Everyone scored.
Anderson.
Yeah, no, but on him, cuz he just literally ran a bit of a diagonal angle, and
Straight past him.
Garrick just fucking dived that.
Turnstile.
Yeah,
Turnstile. It became turned into a
it
turnstile.
was the most embarrassing thing I've seen. And I thought,
We discussed whose team this was a few years ago. You're not batting an eye. You're saying it's Munster's team, but bro, is this Hughes' team?
100%.
He is on it, and Munster's respecting it. Here's the keys. Let me know when you want me to fill in.
100%.
And wow, they look so good.
And that's how it should be, because bro, Hughes has been running that show from last year to this year. Munster just needs to kick back and just join in. Like, do you know who needs to take a page out of his book? Hines. Take a page out of Munster's book. Give the keys to someone else and coast.
No, but you're comparing Hughes with Trindle.
Yeah, but no, like the sort of gameplay.
I understand what you mean, but
I'm not talking caliber of player.
Anyone of Hughes in the team can relax.
Because Hughes 5 years ago was a bit.
That's also very true.
So it's a coach thing. You can coach this. It depends on the player. You
Yeah,
can coach
man.
some certain players to play like this.
Yes.
That's crazy. They're both their halves are fullbacks. Munster and Hughes came through as fullbacks.
Literally.
Coached to perfection.
Hines fullback. So
This is Bellamy.
But coached to perfection. It's
Masterclass.
Bellamy. It's
yeah,
Bellamy.
it is. It's
Bellamy.
a system, and it's working. And it's working fine. If Hughes wants the keys, you give him the keys, because
How good
It's
does Munster
working.
look?
He's looking fantastic. This is
He's
the
got his
best.
hips back.
It's the best start he's had to a season in a very
Since
long
he
time.
fixed his hips.
Yeah, very long time.
He looked damaged. He looked like damaged goods last
Yeah,
year.
100%. Completely agree. But this year looks very good.
He did.
Olakawatu,
Yeah.
first half, tried to kill everyone. He
Yeah.
was putting shots on everyone.
Yeah.
Wasn't good enough, but still, just wanted to point that out. And Kola, by far his best game for Manly. He was the only one that looked threatening throughout that game.
Yeah, and Hapawadi had a rough game. I feel like it was
Yeah,
how
it
do
was
you get
decent.
burnt? How do you get burnt by garlic?
Yeah.
hard.
But I feel like he got his feet caught under him to start the run,
Maybe.
and then he couldn't catch up to him
Like
after.
garlic burning you is like.
Yeah, when garlic scores, you know you're in for a long one.
You know, every time.
He doesn't look fast.
No, it doesn't.
Have Manly ever lost and you said it was their forwards? Or they got rolled over? I don't think. It's always their backs because that's their vital
It
part
is
of
always
their
their
game.
back, yeah.
Their
they can
fault's
score from
always
anywhere.
consistent.
But they always concede from anywhere.
Well, there was a lot of these tries came through the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mind you, edge players that won't get a start at most of
Five.
them.
Five of the tries were on the edges, bro. 5 of the tries. 5 of the 8.
Do you reckon Anderson or Howarth start in most
No,
other clubs?
no, they don't.
That's the baffling thing
They
about
don't.
it.
And Howarth is a second rower, turned centre, and he looked so good last year.
Yeah.
This year, when he's been called in, looks
So
amazing.
it looks perfect.
Looks amazing. Grant Anderson will not see reserve grade for any other club.
I don't understand.
Melbourne is so good. I swear to God, I'm being dead set.
It's Melbourne.
Crazy. Bellamy.
it's a system.
When Bellamy goes, bro, it's a loss for rugby league. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
We always
swear
talk
to
about the
God.
Penrith system, bro. Melbourne has a will.
No, they've been doing it
Well, they've had it
years.
since what,
Yeah.
2003?
2003. He's never missed finals, except for that one year that they got banned.
That was the second. Yeah, oh, yeah.
How crazy
2010.
is that?
2010.
2009.
Yeah.
10.
10.
10, because he rolled over to next year.
Yes, 2010. How crazy is that? He's never missed finals.
We talk about it every year.
Fuck, it's unbelievable.
We can talk about it every year, and the next 10 years, Bellamy is the greatest coach in NRL.
As long as
Yeah,
he's there, they're
100%.
making the 8.
It's
As long as they're
unbelievable.
there.
Literally.
All right, we move on to the final game. The Bulldogs 20, the Newcastle Knights 0. The Dogs are 5-0 to start the year. 5 time. For those who know, all right. Good. It's so good to be a Doggies fan right now.
It is. It's exciting.
So good.
It's overwhelming.
Is it euphoric?
Yeah,
Huh?
it is. It's so.
Is it euphoric?
It
It's
is.
euphoric.
It is, man.
Don't tell me to spell that, but it is.
Do you know what it means?
You know why I'm saying overwhelming? I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but damn, we look good.
I'm not ahead of myself. I'm living in the moment. We're 5-0. My team's performing. We've still got big names
Because
to
we're,
come
we're
back in.
literally the greatest team in the last 5 years.
Good in the 4
You, you do you, mate.
No, cuz I don't expect us to go undefeated. That's crazy.
Damn.
I don't expect us to go the rest of the year undefeated. But if a team can do it, it's us. With our defense, nothing is getting through. We're going to win the fucking comp.
Is
We're going to win the league.
is there
We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to win everything. Win the treble.
is there a better defensive team right now?
No.
Like
There statistically no.
there isn't.
Clearly not.
But is there a more exciting defensive team than now? Usually when you're all defense, it's boring in attack. But we just right now I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves.
No. Listen.
I'm leaking. I'm leaking again.
Listen, don't leak. All right,
You're leaking.
It was a big cleanup last time. Listen, our attack this game was absolute dog shit.
Which game?
It was.
Against the Knights, we had all the ball.
But Knights' defense is very good.
You know what our problem was, especially in the first half. You seen second half when we came out, we changed it. We tried to go around them, but their back line, Best had Crichton.
Gagai?
No,
Best had Crichton.
We'll
put our hands up.
100% in attack.
Gagai?
Had Jerry.
Gagai had everyone on that side.
Guys, Jerry, because what's his name was injured? Schiller.
Yeah.
He was
Do
injured.
we forget that? He was injured.
Yeah, in the
And
first 2
Jacob's
minutes.
feet went off.
Yeah.
Guys, they had
The heart they showed, wow.
Wallah.
at one
Hats
point they
off.
had no one on the bench.
On the bench, yeah.
No
They
one.
were playing with 15 players, 14 or 15 players.
That's what
No
they
one.
ended the game with.
No
but
one?
there was
No
at a
one at one point. 13.
At a point, there was 13 players and no one could get benched. No one could get subbed.
Yeah, all you can do is just clap for them.
I swear to God,
they look too good. That was so zesty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
It was
was.
just- but you got to give them credit.
100%.
No,
Credit
no.
where credit's due. Where they're down to like no bench players at all.
Yeah.
For a minimum of 15 players because the player went off for a HIA. So that's 15 minutes. No, for a minimum of 15 minutes with no subs, no
Yeah,
rotation.
they got up for it. They got up for this game.
They done very
100%.
well.
Don't go for the Charles. It doesn't matter.
No, I'll go through it. In the 41st minute,
Took time, bro.
Curran,
Told you it was gonna be a close game.
45th minute, Todd, Kurt Mann in the 70th minute. Stephen Crichton kicking 4 from 4.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know, but
Bro,
They
well.
went too far out.
let's do it.
But still, it's Crichton.
Well, Josh Curran was from the sideline.
Well, he missed 2 of the
Yeah.
Josh
worst.
Curran?
It was close. It wasn't side.
Guys, it was
What do you
sideline.
mean?
It wasn't
sideline?
on the line.
It was literally right. It was like 10 centimeters in.
Last week, Critter missed 2 of the easiest goals.
Yeah.
Last
He
week.
did.
But
Ali would get him.
I used to kick LCC under 16s, brother.
Did you?
Yeah, I can kick.
Good
Did
stuff.
you actually?
Yo, hey, Tyler. You've never seen me kick? I'm pretty good.
Anyways.
Pretty good. Like I'll say, I'm just a young Hazemel Mazur.
Please, bro.
What's it called? Again, Knights. The performance was fantastic. 20-0 does not give them. Like they should have got something more out of
But
it.
20-0.
But our defense.
I don't think any other team's keeping him at 0.
No, this
Surely
is
you
a
just
team
let
with
him run.
Ponga.
At least the conversion, anything.
Where was Ponga?
We shut
On
him
that
down.
right edge for some reason.
And we just closed him.
Well,
and
wh-
closed him.
what are the
and
Bulldogs
closed
known
him.
for right now? Shutting down 2 players on the field.
Yeah.
Your fullback and your halfback.
Halfback.
If you don't got better players than that, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
No, they're not known for that. They're known for the in-your-face defence.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's what
but
it shuts
shutting
it-
down the
that's what it
halfback
shuts
and the
down.
fullback.
Shuts down everything.
That's what it and it's
Okay,
fantastic.
I understand.
Yeah, no, sure.
But-
That's not to be specifically the fullback and
Well,
halfback.
if you look at the
Shuts down
stats of a
everything.
halfback of every game we've versed today, I guarantee you it's a decrease of any other game they've had this year.
Well, in Supercoach, this is going to be so you know how scoring works, right?
Yeah.
Supercoach fullbacks score the least amount of points against the Bulldogs so far out of 5 games
Why do you know that?
because you could check it to see
I know,
to
but
pick
like-
for matchups.
Yeah, well, that's
That's why I didn't want to play
that's a mad
Ponga
stat.
this week, but I played him.
Well, I sold him because I told my mate that. he's
What?
on- yeah,
Why would you sell Ponga?
sold him a week ago. I told Shaker, I go, he's gonna have a bad game against the Bulldogs. He's gonna lose a lot of money, and just in that time I could make money from someone else.
Oh, okay.
And I was right.
Well, I'm on the boat of if he's a keeper, you keep him forever.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping him. I just didn't captain him because I knew he was
Yeah.
going nowhere in the Bulldogs. defence.
So
Preston,
Preston. What a
is
killer!
he a smoky for Origin?
He's not a smoky. He's in.
Moe, what do you reckon?
Preston Olakawatu
I'll
is our
put him.
second row.
You put him in?
Yeah. Preston Olakawatu is our second row.
Who else would you put there?
Crichton.
Crichton, too many, bro.
What Crichton? No, bro, too inconsistent.
Too inconsistent. I was talking about that yesterday. Someone was
Crichton is
talking
not
about Crichton.
inconsistent.
He has been.
He is. He's very.
The whole Roosters team
He's
has
got so many errors in him. When
Yeah,
he's
bro.
off, he's got errors.
We didn't talk about. He made so much errors this week.
Yeah.
But do you forget some people are just built for Origin?
Yeah, but you.
Crichton, errors or no errors,
100% you can throw him
Preston
in.
isn't built for Origin.
he's
100% you can throw him in.
He is.
If
But,
Preston was a Queenslander, he would have made his debut last year.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
Yeah, no, there was. They thought he was a Queenslander, was he not?
No, everyone thought he was, but I don't know where that came
Oh
from.
no, he came up the Bears.
Yeah, the guy's is a
Rooster.
suburbs junior.
Yeah, Roosters Junior. But like obviously you can throw Crichton in there and he'll do a job 100%.
Yeah.
But based on form, bro, you got to throw Preston in.
I can go forever. Like Karaz. Did
If
that
he's-
look like his first game this year?
No. No, and game plan again. Kicked the Marjorie again
Oh,
in his
bro,
face.
Mars was having nightmares.
Yeah, but you know
I said
what?
that.
Through everything that happened, he kept his head up, bro.
Head up, because that head up.
He did. Well, how much errors did he make?
Who are we talking about?
But he kept defending his line.
Mazu?
Well, he has to. That's his job. Cause
But he done it. He done it really well.
Fuck me.
So that's
cuz.
what I forgot to say that when we stopped going around the edges in half time, when we started going through the middle. That's when we started making indents in that team. Because there was no way we were going around.
That's
them.
literally
you're
how
right, no.
Jack Todd
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah, straight through the middle.
We put a dent in the
and
middle.
it was off a
Reid
Preston run.
Marnie saw that.
Yeah,
How
Capitalized
is
it.
Sexton giving these these wingers and fullbacks nightmares?
I don't know.
Where did he pick up this fucking kicking game?
I don't know. He told
Wallah
you.
has been training a building.
He
He has
borrowed
to.
Burton's boot.
He has to.
honestly,
Because he, if you're going to give props to anyone, it's not fucking...
Hayward.
No one. No Preston, no nothing. It's him.
Literally, because
Sexton,
he's steering
yeah.
the ship.
And that's
Bro.
our game plan. And it's off his boot. That's our game plan.
And they're trusting him so much.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hesitancy when he gets the ball. He gets the ball, everyone knows what it's... Like, just let him do what
It's
he's
the
gonna
game plan. It's
On
what
top
we do.
of the kicking game, he ran for over more than 20 runs, guaranteed. What did he run?
He did run a lot.
What did he run?
a lot. But
I
that
hope
was...
he's right. I hope Mo was right.
No, he did run a lot.
Show me.
19 runs, 125 metres.
Fuck, wow.
He ran a lot,
On
but
top
I'll
of
tell
his
you why he
kicking
ran a lot. I'll tell you why he ran a lot. The Newcastle Knights done to us what we do to other teams. Wingers and centres were always up.
Yeah.
Always up. So Sexton, every time he got to the line, he'd dummy.
Yeah.
And then run. So for 19 runs, he ran 125 metres.
Still, like, he's putting
Still
himself
pretty
out
Yeah,
there.
it's fantastic. It's good. And it shows that he's got balls to take on the line. And you know what I love about that stat? The only thing I love, because he didn't make indents, he didn't make inroads.
Once he did.
100% yes, where he poked his nose through. What I love about that is usually when a player goes to the line and they've got I'm going to pass this ball, they pass the ball. But Sexton is playing what's in front of him.
Yeah.
Runs to the line, he's seen that these guys rushed, dummy, I'm taking on the line.
Plays eyes up footy, bro.
Yeah, and it's such a positive sign.
He has blossomed so much from last year to this year.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's leading that team. It's still he's not going to take us to a premiership.
I tell everyone that wants to talk to me, like, oh, do you think you'll win the comp? I don't think we'll win the comp, right? I think we'll get close.
I'm so confident we're going to make grand final this year.
Okay, we're talking. We'll let the men talk. And you
Right,
sit-
I don't think we'll win the comp. I might be wrong. We're going to be top 4. If you're in the top 4, anything can happen, right?
Of course. Top 8, anything. You know.
Top 4, right? I think we'll finish top 4. Now, I think we can win a comp with Sexton. I think we need a fullback. We're a fullback away. I love Connor Tracy. I think he's so safe. But I think you need an X factor in that position.
I think
you
Connor
need someone who could just open up a game.
The way Sexton's going, give him one more preseason with this team, and he'll be. I don't know what he'll give next year, bro. Wallah.
I love him.
He's developing week in, week
I
out.
love him. We have to re-sign him, by the way.
I tabled him an offer.
Do you agree?
I do, because your halfback or your fullback has to be top tier.
Yes.
We know footy well enough to know that
Yep.
that's how it works. But I, at this stage right now, this is why I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I think if round 8 we beat Broncos, I am so confident we're going to make the grand final. Not win or lose, I'm not sure. But I'll be more than happy to put my hand up and say we will make the grand final.
Hello, it's hard to
That's
say that because...
I'm not even talking about how we're beating. Look, we are playing good everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see us lacking anywhere. Like, honestly, I want to take off my Bulldogs glasses. I don't see where we're lacking.
Well, we don't have a weakness.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we don't have a weakness.
When that weakness is found out, just like last year, teams are going to game
Not just
plan.
that.
like no
Last year,
tomorrow.
what happened? This in-your-face defense
We got
burnt
burnt
you
out,
out.
yeah.
We got twice. Yeah, but we look so much fitter this year.
You do, but
Big money looks so fit.
there's only
Bro,
round
we look
5,
so
Ali.
much fitter. Yeah, it's very true.
It's only round 5, so
That's why I
towards the
wanna-
mid-season, bro, if you're still defending
Let's
like
see.
this, then
If
good
we had a
jobs.
big preseason, let's see how we
It's
go.
so hard, Mo,
And we've played it for a full year
to
now.
see this start and not get ahead of us. It's so
I
hard.
agree. If it was the Dragons,
Oh,
because
no.
I'd be pissing on both of you.
Yeah. So,
To be fair.
I'm not. I think there's a loss coming soon.
Eventually.
Honestly,
I've seen
before-
this podcast. I watched it on TikTok.
10-0.
10-0.
You know, this guy called it before the season started.
November last year.
He looked at our draw. He said we're gonna go 10-0 to start the season. Killer.
The fact that
He's killing
the
it.
fact that Tom Amone right now is getting shipped back to Super League,
Yeah.
like
We needed him so bad.
we needed him.
Yeah.
Keyword needed until Harry Hayes, Jack Todd,
Todd.
Curtis Moran,
Saluka
boys.
Fafita.
Saluka
Fafita, where
Fafita,
did he come
Moe.
from?
Thank you.
Where did he come
Saluka
from?
Fafita went from a 10-minute man. What's he playing now?
He played
25.
No, he played around half an hour. But
30
what a
minutes?
half an hour!
No,
Wow.
he brings it like intensity.
Run and intensity in that forward pack, cars. Like he runs the ball, people fall off him.
Honestly, like
Well, the
What a
first hit up
team.
of the game, because he killed fucking.
Yeah.
Or it was Schiller.
Schiller.
Took him straight off.
I'm so impressed by this team.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good.
But we need to beat Broncos. We have to beat Broncos. We've done it last year. Stick to that same game plan, I reckon. But you know which team I reckon we have to beat to be serious? Manly.
They're your hoodoo.
Not just the hoodoo. Their attack is lethal. And if we're so strict on our defense, that's one team we have to beat and keep him below 30.
I think Manly. This has become a Bulldogs chat now, but
Yeah.
I think we have to beat Manly in the fact that these are the guys that knocked us out, and we have to get past that mental block.
Yes.
Because these are the guys that beat us last year. This is the reason why we didn't get further. Last year was our year. The fans were all behind us.
Yeah.
Everyone thought we were going to win the comp. The players started to buy into it too. Yeah. Manly were the team that beat us. We have to beat Manly.
And you just have to break Cooler's legs because he's on that squad to try.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snap him.
You know, what an excellent round of footy.
All right, fantastic. But Gerard Skelton isn't going to be there this year, so whoever's next to Tommy when he ran, just going to dive and tackle him. All right, great round of footy. Again, the Bulldogs 5-0. We love to see it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, share this video if you haven't already. Comment section below. Everything we spoke about today, leave your thoughts on it. Description below, you find our TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you're following. And we shall see you on the next one. Peace.